Hey, everybody.
Hello.
This is John. Oh, almost deleted the game.
Dang on. And this is Emily.
I'm going to look down and I am going to look up.
You gonna look right? You gonna look left?
Oh, it's now it says we're live. We got an email saying.
welcome. Well, John hopped on.
I did.
Oh. Ooh, low battery. You have a love-hate relationship with it now.
It burned my skin. So I'm just tagging people. We got
Nobody on, so. Oh, April is a busy month. Well, actually, the end of March has been for our little family. Caden has hit the road. Yeah, he. We're super proud of Caden. He's super smart. Everybody knows he's super smart, but he's so modest about it. But he's also involved in band and choir, and archery, and all three of those events have come to a head. He's had choir competitions, band competitions. Today he had North State archery competition, and if the school does well in that competition, how much did you say they had to score? 3,000,
something like that.
They get to go on to the full state, state competition. But he's done super good. Out of 300 points that you can get shooting archery, he scored 235.
Highest he's ever got was like 244.
So
that's good for a grade.
Yeah,
that's good just in general.
Yeah, you try to get 244. I want to hit the target.
I can do it blind.
But super proud of him, and the groups that he's with. They've made Superior both in chorus and band, and he's rocking it out in archery. But he's been super busy, and then of course we've got Easter coming up, and birthdays coming up. We've got Hannah's birthday weekend. It's not our birthday party, but our birthday's this weekend. And we've got Easter. And then I've got a baby shower. I've got a birthday party. And then that's Hannah's birthday party. And then we've got Caden's birthday party at the end of the month. My sister's birthday's this month. My husband's birthday's this month. Caden's birthday is
May 2nd.
May 2nd, but we're doing his birthday party the 29th.
Yeah. And then you've been working on those invitations, right?
Yes. Got half of them done today. It was doing good this morning. I was like, oh, it's gonna be a light day. Oh.
We'll bring some tomorrow so you can get to church.
Oh yeah. I left them right by my computer so I have them in the morning.
Yeah. Well, hey, we got 2 people online right now. I think.
Hey.
I don't think either one of them is on the phone. So jump down to the comment section, say hi, let us know that you're there so that we don't feel like we're talking to ourselves. I know it's early, but this is the time that we kind of jump on to kind of just chit chat and say hi. And I guess it's a virtual get together, meet and greet. We check in with our daily lives and weekly lives. Yeah, we're here every Tuesday. We start at 8.
Yes.
So, but this also gives us time.
We got 6 on. Hey, y'all.
This gives us time to share, tag your friends to play Bible trivia. And one of the things that we, as a ministry, want to do is, share the gospel, but share the word of God, and we want to educate. And so, if you get any better understanding of the word of God by playing Bible trivia,
hey, Mr. Tommy, hey, Miss Nancy,
amazing, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so we don't want this to be a competition, even though that's fun, right?
Right.
But we want it to be something that, if it's a self-evaluation for you, maybe that you've written the word of God on the tablet of your heart, or maybe that you're new, right? And so we all been there. And I think everyone that plays has had those questions. Is that right or not? Am I saying it right? Am I saying it wrong? Do I understand that?
Mhm.
What is Deuteronomy about?
Right.
Right. So we've been there. And that's the great thing about the Holy Spirit and sanctification, because He's right there with you. You're never alone. And so we want to use this for maybe new believers, babes in Christ, to come and test to see what you all know. And then if it's not where you think you should be, then reach out to us, and we'd love to help you and study with you. And
Yes.
so, but anyways, we're glad that you're on. Thank you for saying hi. That makes us feel like we're not alone here.
We just got 6 people that like to watch us.
That's cool. We are pretty.
Oh no! A while ago, y'all, I had done stripped down to my everyday clothes to get supper done and stuff. And I sat down and I was like, "Oh no, I look like old Mother Hubbard." It's like let me go fluff up my hair and put a t-shirt on.
So with that being said, she's beautiful. And I actually had a good interaction today. You know, someone that's associate pastor struggling with something. God just lined us back and talked to him about it, and he really liked what the ministry is
Thank you, Miss Nancy.
wanting to do, right? And where our hearts are. And so we might get someone to reach out to us. That seems to be the thing. You know, more and more pastors have a safe place to turn to. Thank you for sharing, everybody. Tag your friends, share it to your Facebook page, force your kids to play.
And on that, it's almost like you don't want to swallow. We're on the verge of getting a building, y'all. We've entered phase 2, I would say. Keep praying. Saturday we go and meet again to it's pretty much agreed that we will get to use the building, but Saturday we will go and discuss
the
details. And we're just I'm beyond excited.
I am too.
All I can say, it's God, and He's moving.
And then everything we're going to do is, it's His church, right? It's His ministry. It's not ours.
Right.
And so everything we do, He's going to call people to it and whatnot. But we're off to the races, y'all.
And I heard today about churches and groups. I had never heard it. I mean, you hear it, but just the way they broke it down. But he was like, people in churches spend so much on outreach, and in-reach.
Hey, Miss Mary.
And in that, you're trying to pull people into the church, and you're trying to keep your people in the church. But he was like, we have got to focus on upreach, and that's your own relationship with God, because as long as you were constantly seeking Him, He's going to move through you. There's no way around it. He's going to move through you, and He's going to move through people around you as long as you are seeking Him. And how we view God working and how we want things to progress is nothing.
Yeah.
You know, we're just here to do His will, but we have to constantly seek Him.
Right. And so one of the things too is we overcomplicate evangelism, right? We know it's about proclamation. It's proclamation of the gospel. But the thing, there was a study that was done, and it talked about, was it the church that drew the person in? Was it the pastor? Was it the teachings? Was it the Sunday school? And all those numbers were 4 or 5%. You know what the number one was? That someone in my family or friend invited me at 79%. So you think about it, and just your pure invitation to invite into the ministry, invite into, the church. 79% of the people, that's how they got walking through those doors, and it's by you. And so we think evangelism, we got to go door to door, go to the war front, and all this stuff. No, it's a simple conversation and invitation.
Right.
Jesus, come and see. There was no requirements. If you want to see, just come, check it out. And so we need to get that. And we watched something tonight that really resonated with me, because I have a counseling background. But this guy was talking about how the downfall of the church is actually the downfall of marriage. It's broken families, upbringings, and kids not getting that foundation no more. And they talk about multi-billions of dollars sown into outreach and evangelism, but $0 towards marriage ministry, marriage counseling, So we can't fix the kid if the environment is corrupt, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we got to reach out to the young adults, the parents, the ones starting families, and that's so powerful.
And the families that are starting over.
Yeah.
Both of us have come from broken marriages and broken families, and God's able to work through us and heal our families, but there's still that brokenness that we've got to continually work through and seek Him. And not all environments are good for that, or are welcoming to that, and not all environments are welcoming to the broken families that have not met the mate.
Right.
There's single parents. There's even people that are not married yet.
Never had kids, and they're up in their 60s. So what do those singles do? Right. How do they fit in? Right? Because you know that our hearts are always to long to belong. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And so one of the things that we think about is that we're missing opportunities with these marriage companies, premarital counseling, all these different things. Right? But we also, here's where I feel like sometimes the church can fail someone, is you get that label of divorce, the big D, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you get shunned. You can't serve, you can't this, or and they say it's a case-by-case basis. However, realistically, coming from that position, unless you've ever been there, you don't know what it's like to have your family ripped apart. You don't know what it's like to go through the tragedies of a broken home, to raise kids in something that you have to swallow your tongue and show the nature of Christ over and over again, right? And so when we can sit down and relate with John Doe, that's just going through divorce, or maybe he hasn't even completed the divorce. We've had a situation. I said, look, you're running. That's the easy thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's easy to quit people. It's easy to quit relationships, right? We do it every day to God. But to fight for it, that shows true love for someone. And at times there's reasons why you can't fight for it. There's violence. There's all the things. There's so many different factors. But the number one factor is that you don't look to the Lord for who you're supposed to be with. It's built. Most relationships are built with sin, lust, and all these different things. So anyways, with that being said, if we get the church is going to stay a church, and it's Jesus' church. It's not our church. It's not Rise Up Church. It's not your church. We want you to belong as a family and feel comfortable there, like it is your pull up the couch and hang out.
Mm-hmm.
But you always remember that the church you go to, if you say your church, that you're dictating the tithes and you're dictating. It's Jesus' church.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you say it's your church, then that's where you step in and you start being a leader, and you start have idolatry of different things. So just always remember that Jesus is building up the church. God is building up the church. We're just obedient, right? We're along for the ride.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited about it. I mean, we're thinking about doing first responders dinners, luncheons. How many times, it's we take cookies to first responders, cool, but let's invite them in, right? Let's feed them, but then get a chance to talk to them about the trauma you're seeing on a daily basis. You had to shoot someone. Hey, raise your hand if you ever had to shoot someone in defense, because you're upholding justice. Think about what that person has to go to bed to every night. The traumas, the PTSD. But how can we get them into a group that focuses on Jesus in the middle of what they're going through? Instead of seeking alcohol or depression or suicide, now we're going to drop and give Jesus and surrender everything that we struggle with as a first responder back to Him, right?
Mm-hmm.
But also too, when we stop wanting new people coming into your church, you've officially achieved a dead church, because the goal is to keep people to come, and it's to heal, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's for the sick to come, but it's also for us to grow in sanctification. But what we need to do is encourage prostitutes, addicts, alcoholics, mentally ill to come and sit, to serve them as the church once served them. Somewhere along the lines, this got lost in translation to where a pastor no longer has the authority to serve and counsel someone because it's outside their scope and they're not a professional. I don't think Jesus or Paul ever needed man's authority to say that they can counsel and work with someone, right? And so we need to restore this sense of mental health and addiction and in the church and back into the ministry in our local communities. Because if you throw a rock in the neighborhoods that we're surrounded, you're going to hit a house of a drug addict that doesn't go to church. You also hit a house of someone that doesn't get asked how they're doing. So we really need to think about these things. But with that being said, I'm excited. I'm
Yeah.
excited. We got altar testimony. We're going to have recovery groups. There's so many things that can happen. It's going to be in a local area here.
Yeah.
We're excited.
Those of you that just jumped on, got the end of John's his preaching, but just keep praying. I say phase 2, the next step of getting a building. We meet Saturday to talk about the details and when we're actually going to step foot into it. And we're hoping to step in next week, but get there, and I'll probably be calling some ladies or messaging y'all. And put a woman's touch on it and get it, and it's clean.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, the men that have kept it up, but women, y'all know we need a dust. But we're hoping to hit our Bible trivias, altars, all that kind of stuff in May. So that that'll give us the end of this month to get kind of everything in order, how we set up, how we like it. And get the word out. That'll give us good 2-3 weeks. Get the word out. But just keep praying for us, and hopefully by this time next week we'll be announcing where it's at and where to spread the word. And
if anyone on here has a zero turn and would like to cut grass,
that's one of the issues too. They're like, we need a groundskeeper.
We want to make sure this is well maintained because it has a cemetery that needs to be respected.
And it's not a big place at all, but it will need more than just our little push lawnmower.
But our goal is to honor what was established, even though that might not be around anymore, right? Because you got family members, loved ones buried there, right? You got gentlemen that grew up in the church, right? So we want to honor, and we want to invite anyone, and we'll get more details. Anyone that's
we're not going to tell everybody, but we just keep praying that God moves and we move forward.
Yep.
But it's 8:00.
All right, let's start this. And you all know how to play. If you haven't played before, it's easy. You just type in 1, 2, 3, or 4 in the comment box and then hit enter. And when you hit enter, your answer is confirmed, and I don't think you can change it. And that's where we go. About 30 to 40 seconds in between questions. I did spell check everything tonight. I caught some errors. And
there's 2 P's in sapphire. I spelled sapphire wrong 3 times.
Yeah. She's consistent.
Hey, Miss Helen. Well, first off, if they'd spell sapphire, a P wouldn't be in it. It would be F.
I forgot to take Trent and sing it.
But welcome. We are fixing to start Bible trivia, Exodus 24 through 27.
Yeah.
We're back on track.
We are.
And John said he checked everything for me. Yeah. I was like, please check. And he's like, was it that bad? It's busy past 2 weeks with Hayden in his extracurricular activities with band, choir, and archery. They've scored superior in band and in choir. And archery, Caden did really well today. We're waiting on the final score. If they did North State today, if they'll go on to state.
Yeah.
So we're excited. But then we've got my niece's birthday, my sister's birthday, my husband's birthday, Caden's birthday, all in the next 4 weeks. So it's been pretty busy.
It's busy.
And then we've got Easter this weekend at our house.
But just remember, if you guys are struggling or need to talk, we're never too busy.
Yeah.
We're never too busy. We're tired, but we're never too busy.
Yeah. Before we got started, John's like, so tired. He's like, you may have to do the reading.
I perked up once we were done here, but I'm going to bed afterwards.
Oh, we're into phase 2 or the final phases of the house of the living room.
Yeah.
I painted one wall last night.
Yeah. When I got this house, one of my buddies from West Virginia, he said, "This is a spiritual representation of what God's doing inside of you." And
Thank you.
I've totally gutted this house.
Yeah.
Got it down to the studs, and the studs that needed replaced, we built from the foundation up. But the cool thing about this house is it's old, but the foundation's fairly good.
Thank the Lord.
Yeah, thank the Lord. So, but it's been gutted. Every inch of this house has been gutted. The roof's been replaced and built upon, and just everything. So, but we're doing it like small chunks.
But it's neat. Like we busted out a whole wall in the kitchen, which we had to move the refrigerator. And poor little Charlie, the refrigerator has been in that same spot his whole life, literally 4 years. And he walked through the big opening to go to the refrigerator, and he just turned around and looked.
He just stared like.
And we're like, maybe the refrigerator's right there. He had to just look to the right. But it confused him. I was like, bless his heart, his whole life.
And you get such a routine in your home that you walk the same path every day,
Yeah.
right? And so there's an easier path, but yet your body is programmed to the narrow path.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, spiritually, that's good, right? However, in the house, it's just,
But Mama, and we don't realize how much the little ones take in. But Mama's always saying, she's like, Charlie's all the time, Mama, you got to come see the house. Daddy done this. Daddy made us a new living room. Daddy done this.
Caden did a homework assignment one time, and he's like, Daddy breaks the house to fix it. I wonder what that teacher was thinking. He saw me with a hammer breaking stuff.
Yeah, and I got Charlie a workbench last year before last. And now he's like, he's not content with his little play drill. He wants Daddy's real drill. So me and him will sit down, and he'll have a sheet of drywall or something with screws and nails, and he goes to town.
So we got 23 seconds, y'all. 26 seconds. I don't know which one to look at. 19 seconds. This is Exodus 25 through 27, 24 through 27.
24.
So yes, we're excited. We're working through the Bible.
Woohoo!
We're halfway done with Exodus, right?
Yes, they're 27.
We're getting there.
Laws upon laws.
Yeah.
People will not change. Why did Moses build an altar with 12 pillars at the foot of the mountain after telling the words of the Lord to the people? In Exodus 24, 1 through 10. 1, 12 tribes of Israel. 2, 12 sins of the people. 3, 12 groups that died. 4, the 12 commandments.
1, 2, 3, or 4, and hit enter.
After he went up and spoke to God and come down and was telling the people the word, he got up the next morning and proceeded to build 12 pillars to make an altar.
Look how it looks up there.
Looks like us.
I guess it was the border that threw me off.
Yeah.
Do you all like this format better? Is it easier with us on bottom and then your Bible trivia up top? Good job. Good job, everybody.
It was the 12 tribes of Israel. Look, you could put the subscribe button right there.
I'm not very good with
like
this.
and subscribe.
Well, see, I'm not very good with it. Who went up the mountain with Moses in Exodus 24, 11 through 20? 1, the elders. 2, Nadab. 3, Joshua. 4, Aaron. Gotta look.
Well, there were several that went up, and then Moses and somebody told somebody to stay here while we go up.
I said it right. Nadab.
Good job. Aaron.
Good job.
It's taken me a year.
37 years.
Oh, that's a mixed answer. There's a bunch of different ones.
Ooh.
Hey, Jessica. I don't know if we said hey to you.
Yeah, hey, Jessica.
And Keith. And Miss Helen. Mary, you still on?
Frank?
Frank's in bed. It's 8:08.
It was Joshua.
Joshua and Moses and the elders proceeded to go up, and then Joshua and Moses Moses told the elders to stay at one particular spot. And then, of course, later on, Moses went up in the mist. How long was Moses on the mountain talking with God in Exodus 24:16 through 18? 1, 12 days and nights. 2, 6 days and nights. 3, 7 days and nights. 4, 40 days and nights. A fly flew by, and John was like,
I'm not a fan of bugs, y'all. Bugs and snakes.
oh, I ran over a snake on the road. I was on the phone with John. I was like, ah! He's like, what? I just ran over a snake. He's like, where? Like it was.
Because she said she's almost home, and she said she ran over a snake. So I'm like, I thought there was some great migration of snakes in our neighborhood.
No, I was still on the highway. But yeah, it was because the snakes, they don't look that big on the road, but then you run over them, it's like, I was like,
a log. I would never talk to a snake. You're back on. It's like those yellow lines on the highway. Aren't they like 6 foot long?
Yeah.
But they only look like they're like 2 foot.
Yeah. 40
Mary.
days and nights. Hey, Mary.
Is Frank asleep? That is the question of the night.
Yes, he's asleep. If he's not asleep, he's on the couch heading that way. Whereas Frankie is Charlie calls him.
Message me any local worship leaders that are good.
That are good. Daggum. Why did God want the people to make him a sanctuary in Exodus 25, 1 through 10? 1, so they can worship him. 2, so they can make sacrifices. 3, so he can hear them. Or 4, so he can dwell among them. It's teeny tiny on me.
That's what we're focusing on here now. We're looking at them like, you answer.
I see you. Put the cookie down.
Put the cookie down.
You know, maybe that's off of.
Kindergarten Cop?
No. Hey, man.
Oh.
He's on the phone. Man's making cookies with his wife. Put the cookie down.
You're my number one customer. Oh, we got 11 people. Nice to see y'all. We're here.
Yes.
We're here every Tuesday, and we are April 22nd. We're having Bible Trivia live in person at noon. They're going to be feeding us lunch. That's it. Trent and Sam. They go. What's the name of the church?
You had to ask.
Jesus' Way.
Jesus is Lord.
Jesus is Lord.
So he can dwell among them.
I'll never. What you think I would remember?
I was reading that
It's part of it.
today, and it. I don't know. It just kind of hit me. You know, God's always wanting to be with us. I want to dwell with them. Build this so I can dwell with them.
And you shall overlay it with pure blank inside and out. You shall overlay it and shall make on it a molding of gold all around. Exodus 25. 1 sapphire with 2 peas, 2 iron, 3 gold, 4 bronze. I'm starting to talk Mississippi. Gold. Gold. Sapphire. Iron.
Mm-hmm.
Iron.
I had a German biology teacher, and it was iron. Like I wish I'd have kept it. I kept it for years. I had a tablet, and it literally was 1 page of what he said and what it was.
Yeah. Number 3 is geode. But yeah. So yeah. But April 22nd, Jesus is Lord in Barnum, Mississippi at noon. It's open book. And you'll be fed. How cool is that?
Mm-hmm.
And you can always stop by somewhere and get sweet potato pie. Is that what Barnum is known for? Sweet potatoes?
And it's Saturday, so they'll be open.
So come out and join us if you'd like. We'd love to have you there. Show support to Trent and Sam and Jesus is Lord Church.
You shall also make a table of acacia wood. 2 cubits shall be length, a cubit its width, and a cubit and a half its height. Exodus 25, what? 1, 25, 2, 24, 3, 23, 4, 22.
See that word acacia? If we ever had a daughter, I would want to name her Acacia. I just love it. Acacia.
Oh,
It means purity. So
well, we said we'd be Acacia Marie, and she would go by Marie. Oh. Girls at work were laughing today. We were talking about it because I read through that again. And I was like, here's Acacia. It's like, can you imagine the teacher just calling, going through roll, Acacia and little bitty Acacia Con?
Well, it's like me. Every teacher did roll call first of the year, giggle when they got to me.
Mm-hmm.
John Con. John? Like, what were my parents thinking?
23. It was Exodus 25, 23. Maybe I don't know if that one got in time. But, yeah. And Charlie, he's going to be, when they call it, it's going to be Charles Wade Brown. But it's going to be Charlie Brown.
Yeah, because if you want my full name. How many branches will come out from the lampstand in Exodus 25, 30 through 33? 1, 6, 2, 7, 3, 9, 4, 5. So my full name, it sounds good, John Wesley Kahn, like Charles Wade Brown. But you take out Wesley, I always say it like James Bond. My name is John. John Kahn.
I like it.
You like it?
You need to wear a suit when you say it.
John Kahn.
Suit, white collar.
I don't wear suits.
You look good in a suit. When we renew our vows in whatever year.
I saw a TikTok where it says you all you have to do is buy 5 suits, and it makes up over like 700 combinations of suits, like gray, black, blue.
Well,
That's cool.
get to it.
Yeah, your suits are expensive.
One a year. Oh. Well, when the kids graduate, because everything goes to them in the house. 6. Every bit of extra goes to the kids in the house.
In the ministry.
And the ministry. But that's all right. God's good. He provides everything.
Yeah.
Well and beyond.
So the correct answer is number 1.
6. 6 branches.
Yay! Like I had a cheerleader. 6. What colors make up the 10 tabernacle curtains in Exodus 26, 1 through 5? 1, sapphire, purple, white. 2, ruby, purple, blue. 3, blue, red, yellow. 4, blue, purple, and scarlet.
All right, Exodus 26, 1 through 5.
Google. We see you.
You got to look at the camera when you say that so it looks real.
We see you.
See?
I don't see any laughing faces. Nothing. This is a serious group.
Well, they're trying to search Exodus 26 1 through 5.
Tough crowd. Hit the heart. Hit the laugh.
Oh, goodness. But
There's the heart. Thank you.
I like this, going more into Exodus when the people start acting
Yeah.
blue, purple, and scarlet. But God has to
Miss Helen Hart.
take care of business. Discipline. Get them back on track.
I like how it shows your little face, then turns into the motion that they picked.
Mm-hmm. What animal hair makes up curtains that cover the tabernacle? Exodus 26, 6 through 10. 1 ox, 2 goat, 3 donkey, 4 camel. And this is the curtains that go over. And I didn't know this.
I mean, there's some fine little details.
But like, they shave these animals? Or they kill them? I gotta research that.
That's a great question.
Because it says animal hair. It doesn't say the whole.
They probably shaved them. But how do you? They waved them.
The animal. What the heck? What you doing?
I'm cold.
Oh no, they're in the desert. Probably felt good.
No.
But I didn't think that this animal had long enough. A goat. I didn't think their hair would be long enough to weave.
Let's look it up. Can you?
Well, yes, you
weave-
can because it's in the Bible.
Let's see. Goat. Let's see the science behind it. Goat's hair.
I guess I don't know.
Maybe they like those chickens. Right? Goats.
I had the manes like these.
Wow.
You shall make its horns on its four corners. Its horns shall be of one piece with it, and you shall overlay it with what? Exodus 27:2. 1 sapphire, 2 gold, 3 copper, 4 bronze.
It says cashmere, one of the two major goat fibers used in textiles, is the very fine underwool from a double coat of this type. And they've been using goat hair spun and woven into clothing since antiquity.
Okay, but how do they do it?
Well, that's a whole new lesson. Come back next week.
John's gonna be weaving goats.
Got my foot going, the thing's spinning.
I mean, you just think their hair may be as long as your beard.
This would make a mighty fine curtain.
But I'm just saying, you trying to
I'm gonna French braid it and see what it looks like.
bronze.
Miss Barry, you're just a tad behind.
It's probably your internet.
Mm.
Bless her heart, they're in a gully. Like you turn off the highway.
It's like that old movie where the town appears in the fog.
Yeah.
Mary's house. Mary's house. What oil are the people to use for the lamps in Exodus 27:19-21? 1 vegetable, 2 olive, 3 frankincense, 4 coconut. Frankincense. Oh yeah.
We got to have another game night, Mary.
We feel like we're blessed to have 10 people on the plan. We love y'all. Oh, and 9. See, just dropped the 9 so you don't say anything. However, it's just like
They're focused.
we're stuck at 10. It's like, what do we need to do?
But it's all right.
We need to go back to giving prizes out.
Well, when we get some more funds coming in,
Yep.
we will.
We have a building fund on our Facebook page, and that's to go for to secure a building. If we secure a building, we got to upkeep the building.
Waiting on us.
So,
It was Olive. All right. That was the last question.
wow, that went by so fast, y'all.
Yep.
Welcome to Bible Trivia. What was that? How'd you say? Bible Trivia.
Oh.
That's the end. Oh, I wouldn't be a very good prosperity preacher because I really don't like entertaining.
Oh,
Miss Helen?
and then Miss Nancy nipping at her
Oh,
heels.
look at that.
Mr. Tommy, look at there. And Jessica.
Yeah.
Look at Miss Brenda. Look at everybody. Good job, everybody.
Yeah, you did awesome. Well, thank you all for just remember April 22nd at noon in Vardaman, Mississippi, Jesus is Lord Church. We're doing Bible trivia. We've been asked to go do Bible trivia there.
Mhm.
And so we're going to just invite you all to come and play in person if you've never done that before. Shoot a message to Miss Helen, Miss Brenda, Miss Mary. They're regulars. They love it. And we do too. And so, anyways, that's that. And what else?
Just keep us in your prayers. Keep the ministry in your prayers.
Thank you, Miss Nancy.
I hope everybody has a wonderful Easter weekend. Remember the reason why we celebrate Easter.
Yep.
We had to reinforce that Sunday, asking Charlie, Charlie, what's Easter for?
I'm going to go buy my rabbit.
And he was like,
Got him.
to hunt Easter eggs and have candy. So, and they're little. I mean, that's what they see. That's what they're excited about. But really try to zone it in and remember why we celebrate Easter.
Yeah, totally. And shoot us a message. If you know any guitarists, singers, anyone that we could put together a small little worship team.
And lawnmowers.
And lawnmowers, 0 turns.
You can come drive it, spend about an hour and be done. But
Yeah. Just think about me out there at push mower for 3 hours.
You'll be down to 200 pounds.
You don't want me skinny.
We love y'all. Y'all have a good Easter and a good rest of your week.
We got to lean forward and pause. I mean, it's maybe 1 max. Well, it's not less than 1. The whole property is 1 acre.
Yeah, it's not.
And part of it is a cemetery, so we need fine detail work there. But it would take 20 minutes on a 0 turn.
Yeah,
I can cut the cemetery and weed eat and all that stuff.
If you had somebody doing a weed eater, a push mower, and a 0 turn, you'd be doing an hour.
Yeah, but yeah, thank you all. We love you, and here's our pause.